Hello, GAP Math students. It is now, if you're watching this on the day it comes out, it's Monday, January 4th, beginning of session 4. What this video will be about is just expectations for math class for the session 4. We've done these videos at the beginning of each session, so this one I'll try to go a little faster. There might be some things a little different, so I do want to go over some stuff, or there might be some new students here, so I do want to go over some stuff. So let's just get started right away looking at the syllabus. You should have a folder from the pickup day before the holiday break, and it should have two things in there. One is this syllabus, and one would be the packet that I'll refer to in a little bit. So as we go, there's 4 different ways to contact me on here. The 2 best would be the Teams chat. I also show up as my full name, Joe Ferraro. You can also text on my school cell phone if you have questions, your Teams isn't working or something like that. Just let me know. Class objective. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this objective environment, but people that have had me before, no, I don't expect everyone to be great at math or love math. I just want you to have math skills to prepare you for life and certain jobs and things like that. So also the class environment is, it's basically kind of like a job as far as you have certain expectations, get them done. Certain people that may need more math or something in the future, then that will be available for you. But there's just kind of a set level of expectations, which we'll go over in this video, that will be expected, and nothing way over the top. So the 2 main things that'll help you accomplish this and do well in this class this is huge, communication and work ethic. Okay, those are 2 huge things. As long as you're able to do some work, and again, nothing over the top, and communicate. Let me know when you have questions. Let me know if your Teams isn't working. Let me know if you're not understanding the material. Anything like that. Communication is key. And almost all problems can be avoided or solved by proper communication. Okay. And again, you don't need to be great at math to get full credit in this class. You just got to be willing to do some work, communicate, and meet the expectations of the class. Again, this has gone on the first 3 sessions, but you can actually make money by getting credit in your classes. So again, right here, this is could be the last session that we're able to offer this. $100 for each full credit. So if you have 3 classes right now and you get full credit in each, you can earn $300 for this session, $100 for this class alone. Talked about this before, so I'll go over it a little quicker, but we are in sessions now instead of quarters. Usually in the past, you've had 6 classes per quarter. Now you have 3 classes per session. So now instead of having the class for like 8 weeks or 9 weeks, you have this class for about 4 weeks. Since you only have 3 classes right now, it will be a little more work than you usually would have in math, but you don't have the other as many classes. So the expectation would be about, at the max, 2 hours a day would be expected for this class. And if you're staying up on things, you'll never have to do 2 hours of work in a day for this class. But that's what, if we were in school and on this format, you would have this class for 2 hours. Okay, how to earn credit in the class. 50% is basically tests, or if I have some sort of quizzes or assignments for test points. That's half your grade. The other half is respect and effort, which is mainly daily tasks and note taking. So just taking notes and copying notes from a video is going to be basically 50%. There's a few other things where I may ask you to do, just answer a question on a daily basis, something super simple. that could go to your respect and effort score as well. Also, we may have 1 or 2 live check-ins that you'll need to do, which can be super short if you're on task. Just a quick talk on video or audio chat, and that could be worth respect and effort. So easy points, okay? Based on those, if you're 70% or above, you get 1 full credit, and then it continues down the line. Also, that's based on the percentage, but attendance has some effect on that as well. You're supposed to have 90% attendance, which in distance learning, all you have to do is right here on the attendance check-in, which I'll go over in a second, but most of you know that already. As your attendance drops, so does your credit. So if you were in between 75 and 89%, your credit would drop 0.25 from whatever you earned, and so on. So how will the class work? So this is for both of the math classes. I'll show you the difference in a second. But the lessons will be pre-recorded. You can watch them whenever. So there is no mandatory check-in time. You should be checking in sometime throughout the school day. You can watch the lessons whenever you want, but you should try to do them on the day they're posted so you don't get behind. You have a hard copy in your folder. So let me show you those. If you are in my math 9-10, we're working on geometry this session. So the cover looks like that. If you are in my math 11-12, we're continuing on with percents, ratios, and proportions. So I just kind of handwritten. You got the second part of the packet that you had last time you had me for math. So if you lost that other packet, I did put a new one in there, and it's the second half of that. So while watching the videos, you're going to copy down the notes you see into your packet, okay? Then to get points for your notes, you're going to send me a picture of what you wrote down and copied through chat message. And this alone is about, like I said, is going to be about 50% of your grade and should be the easy part of the class, okay? Within that packet, there's going to be more problems than I'm going to do in the videos, okay? We're not going to be doing all the problems, okay? However, I do recommend that you do at least some of them to make sure you're ready for the test. It will also let you know if you understand the questions or if you need to ask for help. The answers to all the problems are at the end of each section, so you can check your understanding. So whatever problem you do in there, you can check your answer. So if this is the first section of the geometry one, it's objectives 1 through 4. If you page through, there's a lot of pictures, so it seems like it's long, but it's not really a lot of problems. You get to the end, here's all the answers to that section. Now, they put them in order of what we call objectives or goals, so the problems are not in order here. So if you're looking for the answer to number 1, you have to find it here, and then it would show the answer. Number 2, number 3, and so on, okay? So that's why there's extra problems in there. So because there's actually no like daily assignments. It's your job to try some of the problems, see if you understand them. So again, there's no you don't have to be in class at the class times, but that is the best time to ask for questions, and that's when I will guarantee to have quick responses. So I will be available during our class time for any help and questions. So Math 11-12 is 8:30 to 10:30, Math 9-10, 10:30 to 12:30. And there can be some overlap there. I'm going to be available that whole time. So if you're Math 9-10 and it's 9 o'clock and you have a question, go ahead and ask me. If I'm with an 11-12 student, then they have priority, but if not, I'll help you right then. The best way to contact me is through a chat on Teams, although texting is okay. You can message me and ask a question after class time, so anytime after 12:30, but I may not answer as quickly due to meetings or other work or personal responsibilities. So generally 12:30 to 3:30, I should have an okay response time. I may have a meeting or something like that. If it's after school day, after 3:30, I still may answer you. Just I may have stuff with my family and things like that. But I will try the best I can to answer. If it's a little later at night, it won't be till the next day. So if you need in-person help or want in-person help, either with technology or this math work, you can ask to set up an appointment to meet at GAP to get help. Okay, so there's, as long as we don't have too many people at a time, we can make that work out. Don't forget to check in for daily attendance. Checking in with another teacher does not count for this class. I think most of you understand that. Make sure to check your chat messages for the daily to-do message from me. This is very important. Besides seeing the to-dos for the day, there will often be links for free points just for reading the to-do message. So I'm thinking I might actually start leaving that in the general, but I do send often individual chat messages, so make sure you check your chat messages. I will go over in a second here the process of what you should do on a daily basis when you get on your team. So as we go through the daily lessons and stuff, there will be many smaller tests. We go through the session. You could test out of these topics, but you need to do that before I post the video for that. So if you feel like you know a lot of this stuff, you can ask for the test prior to the video coming out. And then if you test out of it, you're not responsible for doing the notes, okay? Otherwise, the most common way is you would copy the notes, and then what you will do is ask me for the test. And when you're ready for the test, you just say, I'm ready. So, and then I send it to you over chat message. So again, the process would be take the notes on the video, try some problems, see if you have any questions. If you have questions, you ask me for help. If you don't, you can ask for the test. I send it to you over chat message. You send me the answers, and then you wait for the next video to come out. You can always retake any topics you don't do well on, but it's up to you to ask for that opportunity. And don't let that be a reason you fall behind. So if you need to do that in a timely manner so that you don't fall behind. So again, this is not ideal for most people, the distance learning stuff, but if getting credit is important to you, you can do it. I've had people that usually don't get credit decide they want to get this work done, and they're doing just a fine job. Again, it's not perfect, but you can do it. Okay, just make sure you do the two things I mentioned: communicate and have a good work ethic. Okay. Last thing here, I just want to show you what you will do on a daily basis. So you wouldn't have both math classes listed here. You'd have one of these. You'd have two other classes. You should have this MIT information and announcements group. If you don't have that, let me or Regina know, and we can add you to that. That's just general information that could show up in there. But what you would do on a daily basis is when you come in here for math, you would click on the class, which if you found this video, you have done already. And then you'll read here first in the general section. This would be where you would see this was posted, this video, but you'll see I'm probably going to put the to-dos here, things like that. Then one of those to-dos would be to do the attendance check-in, which some people did there. Then you would check in, and then I'll have a separate kind of section here for the video notes to go in. Again, the other one will look similar to that. As I put that here, this will be where the content for session 4 will be. Assignment list, I'll put the list of assignments, because here's one thing that might be different than other classes. Under the general, I don't use this assignments tab that much. I use things more through chat messages, and then I'll send you updates on your progress reports and stuff like that. So I don't use this as much. I just find it's faster sometimes through the chat messages. Again, chat messages will be under here. Go to those. either find stuff from me. So this is just a fake student. So sometimes I send out group stuff. This was from before, and so on. Okay. So I think that is it. Okay. So again, it's important to check in on a daily basis, but not just in the attendance check-in. Check the general here, find the to-dos. Often you're going to have to go to and click on video notes to find the video lesson, to copy the notes down. If you have any questions at all, let me know. It's a pretty short session. I think we only have about 4 weeks here. And we'll get a bunch done in that time. If you have any questions, let me know.